All right, this is part one. Hope you. Wow, I said part one. This is part two. Hope you enjoyed part one. Let's get back into it, and so on. But dare I say, because I just feel like trying to directly admit it. Do I wish at this moment I was definitely in something more professional, like my usual plaid and stuff, or it just had a sweater on? I would, but the problem is, it's hot in the Delta, Mississippi Delta, which is where I am right now. It's hot in the Mississippi Delta, and everybody needs to cool off and so on and so on. So that's one of the top reasons why I'm just in this regular shirt and or this regular T-shirt, and I just so on and so on. But let's get back into it, because I want people to understand, especially questions that I got asked from a few friends. What were some of my goals in 2020? I think I did tell some people that one of my goals in 2020 definitely was to eventually establish, having another dating relationship. Because I am definitely sometimes too smart for my own good, or whatever else I think that I am, if not believe that I am. So of course one day I'm gonna do that, like but I mean, cause trust me, I would love nothing more than to get a girlfriend somewhere in this year. But I'm gonna definitely say, like, I've compared my life at times to how Tim Tebow and his wife came about, because I just always had that gut feeling Tebow was meant to marry somebody foreign. I just always had that gut feeling Tebow was such a special guy. He was meant to marry somebody foreign. And I'm not saying I'm so special where I'm meant to marry somebody foreign, but I would not mind if I did. So with that being said, and also I compare it to the fact being he got married and being 31, 32, one of those two ages, right, early 30s. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, am I meant for the same thing? Or can I/will I find somebody within my 20s, and we get this thing rolling? I don't know which one is the full answer there, but I do want people to totally understand who I am and what I believe in terms of, future dating wise. I am straight, that's 110%. And then two, you know, I've said this countless times before, having a conversation with other people when it comes to what I'm looking for. You know, the foundation of what I'm looking for absolutely would be a good Christian girl. You know, a Bible educated good Christian girl. That's what I would be looking for. Absolutely 110%. The foundation. Now, to go on to that, it would also be the fact of, trust me, would I love to marry somebody or date/marry somebody that that always dressed up, always was, very ladylike with, how they went about their day, wore a bunch of dresses, high heels, and etc. etc. Of course, I would love to, always got their hair done, etc. etc. Of course, I would love that. That really makes my heart melt every time I see it. But I want people to understand the top five things about that, if not top two. That don't make you who you are just because you can get dolled up all the time. It does not make you who you are. Is it a reflection of something? Absolutely. Is it like a reflection sometimes of your personality, of your character, or whatever else? So you just want to dress up because you're going out here, going out there, whatever. Yes, it can be a reflection of all that. But I want people to understand that it's one of the top reasons why I think the divorce rate is as up as it is in our society, because people got to understand, if the character is not matching up to the appearance, if they're dressing all nice and all ladylike, but the character of how they carry themselves and treat other people does not match up to how their appearance is, they're a waste of your time. They're a waste of your time. Please understand that today before it's way too late. Because I want people to understand all that stuff of what I just said about dresses, high heels, and etc. etc. People have to understand that stuff is all cosmetic. That stuff is all appearance. That stuff should not make you who you are. Should it be an expression of your character and personality at times? Absolutely. But it should not make you who you are. And so on. Like to where you can't function right in society without dressing up and so on and so on. You need someone that's gonna godly equally, if not even more so, carry maybe even a bit of extra weight in your relationship. Someone that is going to be your equal partner slash, your equal rock in a relationship. Somebody that is absolutely going to hold you down, and is always going to, obviously not gonna always agree with you, but someone is gonna hold you accountable. That's what's more important than anything. Getting someone that can hold you accountable versus getting someone that will always agree with you. You know, you need someone that's gonna hold you accountable. You need someone that's gonna make you work for them. You need to get someone that's gonna make you a better person. And I do believe I want people to understand. I do not know where my dating life will futurely go, but I absolutely can tell you, you know, the foundation absolutely would be someone that is that is Bible educated, a good Christian girl. That is absolutely the foundation of what I can assure you that's I want, or what I believe that is necessity, or whatever I could point out there, um, to fill in that blank. But I want people to understand I have a lot of different likes, a lot of different likes, tastes, textures, you name it. I like, good Christian girls. I like nerdy girls. I like a lot of different types of girls. A lot of different types. And I want people to understand that, you know. So obviously when I say I like a lot of different types of girls, I'm always talking with this topic towards 18 plus. Because I'm 22 years old. Just to let you know. And so I want people to understand that when it comes to who I am and what I believe in and what I want to do with my life, because I absolutely want to have so many kids. It's not even funny. There's a reason why I talk about adopting so many kids as I'm single now into my extended family, as I go to these different schools and support these different kids at the different sporting events. There's a reason why I talk about them as my younglings, my little brothers and sisters, next generation, the way I do, because that's absolutely what's embedded within my heart, my soul, my everything. So obviously, one of the top things I want is a girlfriend, eventual wife that can, help me hold up and sustain having many kids, and so on. But obviously, have them all, with, I want to say on time, or better yet, having them all within appropriate time of each other. I'm not saying let's go out there and force 20 kids on ourselves at once. No. I want to have kids that are both, that we make together, and kids that we adopt. But we obviously will take our time as each kid arrives. That's what we will do. And something else I am not afraid of doing is absolutely hiring any sort of, help towards raising our kids. But the help will totally be as cleanly vetted as they possibly can be, towards knowing that whenever I am around or not around, our kids are going to learn a lot of good Christian morals, good Christian values, and they're going to come out to be some of the best kids they could possibly come out, no matter how much, we are, in their personal lives to get involved, because depending on what me and my future wife do for a living, we might not be able to be out there, in our kids' lives as much as we want to, but we'll definitely try what we got first can to always be there. And I want people to understand this is absolutely some NJ2TheCity dating advice, because I really want everyone to understand that, of like, I have a lot of character, a lot of morals, a lot of ambition, a lot of passion for youth, and I know what I want in a woman, but I also know I have so many different likes, takes, etc. So many different, where it's definitely gonna have to be divine by God of whoever I end up truly marrying, because it's not to say I can't pick between one in a million. I can, but trust me, it's gonna be hard, super, super, super hard, because at times I have been in that situation where I chose, as within the last couple of years, I chose the wrong apples. We didn't date, but I chose the wrong apples to try to talk with, and it was like, oh, this is what you're after, and so on. One of the top things I always told myself, throughout my last years of Nice, high school, by the way, I told myself that I wanted a sport wife, because I already go out. I already go out on my friends' games anyway, both boys and girls. I already go out to all their games anyway. So I said I wanted a sport wife, so I can have another excuse to go out to all her games and support her and so on, no matter what sport she played. And I want people to understand, I absolutely look forward to whichever way this goes, whether it's a sport wife that I get, whether it is, did I say military wife? I really, whatever God has in store for me, I'm I'm up there for, whether it's a actor wife, a artsy wife, whoever, whatever she, specializes in, fashion wife. I mean, you name the possibilities of career choices that I'm naming here, and or career choices slash hobbies. But I want people to absolutely understand that, especially when it comes to what I was saying 5 minutes ago about when it comes to being worth it, and just you need to run away from these type of people. I want people to understand. No matter how clean you dress on the outside, there's so many people who do the same thing who are rotten to the core on the inside. They are absolutely. So please don't be what makes your final decision on who you are going to date or marry based upon their all of their physical appearance. Now, obviously, you're going to be attracted to them to an extent because of their physical appearance, but don't be the main or the only reason why you date them, because or slash marry. Because trust me, that is a sham of a marriage. It's built on lust. It will never last, and you're going to end up cheating probably on your wedding day, or whatever the case might just be. And I'm so darn tired of hearing the stories about guys cheating here and there, girls cheating here and there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not that darn hard to stay loyal to. It's not that hard. I'm saying it's not. You stop taking pride in that stuff. Stop taking pride in cheating. Stop. You stop. There's so many different sentences I want to name, but just stop doing it. You show your lack of character. You show your lack of morals. You show you have no spine. You show that you're that weak. You're that broken. You're not trustworthy. You're fallen, and you need help, etc. But yeah, I mean, trust me, I would love to get a wife that was always dressy, always clean cut, always wore a bunch of dresses and high heels, or always dressed up in what's it called, Tyre? Like I really like the word I'm trying to say. I feel like there's other ways to say it, but I'm just gonna say dressy attire. Let's just say that, and I want you to understand, that's a part of what my dream is, to get a wife that always dresses up nice, clean, fashionable, and dresses and high heels, and does her hair and paints her nails and etc. That is like, my heart melts for absolutely that type of a woman. But I can assure you, I'm spiritually smarter than that to know that all that stuff don't add up to character. You pray to God every day that it does, but it does not always add up to character. It does not. That all could be just for show every day, and you don't want to land yourself in a situation where you're with someone all just for the physical features and nothing about their character and personality matches up. You don't. Trust me, you're setting yourself up for disaster and failure. Now, there's some people out there who are also similar to me when they think like, we can save these women, we can save them and they can become clean cut and they can become better. You know what? Thank God for people like myself who believe in that. But trust me, unless you are going to be that rock for that broken individual, do not go into that. Because that broken individual will just sink you like the Titanic, where you think you're indestructible. They'll sink you like the Titanic, and there almost might not be any coming back from it. So be on the lookout for that. But as I was also saying, in terms of what's concrete, in terms of what I believe makes a marriage or makes a successful dating relationship, is connectability. Is talents, is patience, is wisdom, is being able to listen, be humble to what people are telling you, and make changes, make corrections as you go, day by day, minute by minute. People have got to start adapting and adjusting to that. Because if you don't adapt and adjust to change, then trust me, the divorce rate is going to keep on going up and up and up and up and up. A lot of people are just stone cold selfish, stone cold heartless, and so many other negative words. And that's why we have all the negative rates we have in today's society. So I got more coming on this subject. Thank you all for listening, watching, and subscribing. It's definitely me trying to give you as much godly dating tips and advice as I can from one of the YouTube videos that I'm watching. God bless Lauren Shin. God bless Tommy Lahren. Go look up that analysis video of Tommy Lahren giving dating advice. So that's literally, I'm picking apart everything that she said into, giving you my take on it, because, I can assure you I have a lot of stuff to add on to everything that Tommy said and everything that Lauren Shin said with their analysis of dating in America, I guess you could say. So God bless you all. Your boy man NJ to the city out.